Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my 26-week pregnancy update. So if you want to see how I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, because I did miss week 25, then keep watching. So I am really sorry that I missed week 25. There were loads of factors to do with that. One being that we were having like stuff done on the house, like decorating and stuff, and I wasn't home half the time. And for those who maybe aren't like regular watchers, if you only watch my pregnancy videos, I'm doing Vlogmas at the moment. So it's one of those where I knew I was behind anyway, and then I thought, oh, is it silly to just shove up 2 pregnancy updates that might be quite similar as it is? So I thought I'm going to combine the 2, and I do have like quite a bit to talk about really, because I do feel like things have really sort of started to change, and I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, can I say I'm heavily pregnant yet? Because it sure as hell feels like it. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. Now the first thing that's obvious to me at the moment, like my worst symptom I guess, but it's not really to do with pregnancy, everybody can get it, is the fact that I have a stinking cold that has just started, and my throat is really sore, and I'm quite congested, and I'm very tired. I find it really hard when I'm pregnant and poorly at the same time, because obviously there's not very much that you can take. Like, it's basically paracetamol and like, you know, anything that's sort of, you know, Olbasol or Vicks Vapor Rub, that sort of thing, you can sort of have a sniff of if you need to clear your nostrils out, but that's not really going to do much for you when you're feeling really rough. So I've been trying to take it easy, but as I said, I'm doing a video every day at the moment, and that's a lot of work while growing a human and looking after 2 other little humans as well. But I am just trying not to put too much pressure on myself and trying to be sensible about things. So hopefully it doesn't last too long, because I love the Christmas period, and I feel like when you do get poorly in the run up to it, it kind of takes away all of that excited anticipation, because you're like, I can't join in with anything. But fingers crossed it goes away soon. Both of the kids have been poorly as well, so I just feel like it's one of those things and we're all bound to get it eventually. Another thing that I think has been made worse by my cold, because I am so congested and obviously it's on my chest, is heartburn. I feel like I'm getting it every day now at certain periods of the day, particularly before bed, which I find really uncomfortable. So I've got those little Gaviscon tablets at the moment, and I'm taking those because I find them a little bit more bearable than the Gaviscon liquid, which makes me want to gag every time I have it. But because of the heartburn, I found that my appetite has really dropped now, like significantly dropped, and I'm just not really interested in food. So for example, today so far I've had 2 crumpets for breakfast, and I've not had anything else to eat, and it's 2 o'clock now, and I'm not like being unhealthy. I've had plenty to drink and stuff, and I am under the weather, but it's just like I don't feel like I've got the room to eat like I used to up until this point. Like, honestly, for the first part of my pregnancy, I was like a dustbin. You couldn't fill me up. I was like, oh, mum, like Cookie Monster. It was really bad. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I'll just eat as and when I feel the need to, and obviously keep my energy up. And that probably hasn't been helped by the fact that I'm not feeling too great either. But like I said, it's all going to blow over soon. Like, I'm not going to be poorly forever. It's just a bit sucky right now, isn't it, when you're pregnant? Another symptom that I've really noticed in the past couple of weeks is breathlessness and weird little noises that I seem to be making when I'm moving around without realising it necessarily. Like, there's one noise that when I try and say I'm lying down on the sofa back there and we're watching a movie or like programme, and then we get up to go to bed, every time I go to sit up now from lying, I go like this weird squeak. I can't really, I don't even think that was it. I'd have to actually lie down and do it for you, which I'm not gonna do because that's just weird. But I like make this little squeaky noise, and I'm starting to grunt as well. So if I like bend down to pick something up, I'm like, ugh, oh, and it's not attractive, is it, really? I'm finding that I'm struggling to sort of get up and about from like sitting or lying down, like I've said. I'm finding it harder to put like shoes and socks on or bend down to pick something up if I need to. So that's been fun. But it's not so bad that it's like causing me any problems. I just find it quite amusing, to be honest, because I feel like there is a point in pregnancy where all of a sudden you're like, wham, I've got a huge belly, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm definitely pregnant. Like, you know, putting your seatbelt on and realizing that you have to kind of like go from this hand and push it around and pass it to the other hand to put in, because you can't quite reach over anymore. It's that kind of thing. And I'm just really aware of my size. And I know I've said this in a couple of videos, but I really do feel very big this time around. And obviously every pregnancy the memories start to fade, don't they, and you forget what it's like. But I feel like this bump is very round, it's very in the front, and I just feel like, oh my goodness me, like every time I look I'm like, I've got what, 14 weeks left to go, and there's a lot of growing for you to do, young man, so you better slow down. I do have quite large babies, I guess I would say. Like Bill was 8'6" and Daisy was 8'11", so it's not like they're small, but they're not huge either, but they're a decent size. So it's one of those where I keep thinking, well, everyone says that like with every baby you have they tend to be bigger, and I'm thinking, crikey, am I gonna have a 9-pounder next time, because it feels like I might do. Otherwise at the moment I think I'm just sort of enjoying every last sort of week that we go through as a family of 4. Like, it's obviously coming up to Christmas now, we've got Christmas decorations up in our house, we're having fun as a family and making memories, and I know that next year is going to be even better because there's going to be that final family member that we're waiting for, and I'm allowed to drink Prosecco, which is amazing. I have to say that at this time of year I do struggle with the fact that I can't drink, not to the point where like I would ever slip up or I find it really difficult or anything like that, but I do feel left out. I miss out on the cocktails and the, you know, the cheeky Baileys with some ice when you're watching a Christmas film. But my time will come, and it's not that long left to wait now, because I think like once Christmas is out of the way, I think I'm about 29-30 weeks by the time Christmas rolls around, and then after that it'll be the new year and I will be able to say this is the year that I'm having a baby, and then things are really gonna heat up a bit and we've got to get sorted. I've literally just come off the phone to the local carpet and flooring company that is in our village, and they have taken a deposit for us to get the flooring done and the hallway and the stairs and the landing, and like that's cost a pretty penny, but we're all organised and we're trying to get it sorted so that, you know, whenever we do get to bring him home, everything is not going to be perfect, because when is it ever perfect, but everything's going to be just right as it can be in Goldilocks standards anyway. And we just want to really embrace these final newborn days however they are served to us on a plate, and we just want to enjoy them. So I don't want any little niggles that we could fix now annoying us once he's here. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's really nice to be at this point now, and I'm feeling very sort of lucky and privileged and just happy. I still do have moments where I feel really like big and chubby, like I did at the weekend when I went to an event and all my friends were there looking amazing, like these beautiful skinny minis, and I was there like boom. And I wasn't wearing the most flattering thing, if I'm honest. I was wearing a big baggy Christmas jumper and it made me look like a sack of potatoes. But there were moments like that where you do have your insecurities about being pregnant. But as far as it goes at the moment, I'm really enjoying just soaking up my second trimester. I need to work out actually, when do I go into the third trimester, because I can't remember. Is it around 30 weeks or is it sooner? If you know, let me know in the comments below, because despite this being my third time, I've completely forgotten. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly show you my belly and then I will let you go for another week, and I promise I will be back next week and I won't miss another one, promise. So this is me kind of in full. I probably put it up too high to be honest, but this is my bump at the moment at 26 weeks exactly today. And I don't know if you can see from the side, let's push this top in a bit so you can see the full extent of it. It is quite big. I feel like it's big anyway. I'm certainly starting to feel pregnant, and I don't really think that you can miss it anymore, or you can't, because if I come towards you I'm basically knocking you over, which is nice. But yeah, that is baby boy belly. He's nice and healthy, kicking away all the time now. I'm really like happy little chap, it feels like, and I'm really looking forward to having my next midwife appointment and seeing like what position he might be laying in and how I'm measuring and things like that, which will be fun. And let me show you the naked belly. You can see my horrible stretch marks. So that is my belly with nothing on, and I do feel like it's quite large. All of my old stretch marks are coming back out, but I haven't got any new ones as of yet, which, to be fair, like when you've had 2 kids already, you don't really care about any new ones, or at least I don't anyway. But yes, that is baby at 26 weeks. So while I'm up here, I might as well say goodbye because there's no point repositioning you again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching if you got to this point, and good luck to you if you're pregnant. Let me know in the comments down below where you're up to because I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, take care, and I will see you next week for week 27. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.